Well, I made it. I'm here in Belgium, which is kind of scary and kind of awesome and kind of I don't even know. This blog post may be a little bit strange because it's 7 in the morning for me, which is about when I woke up yesterday, and I'm a little bit sleep deprived right now because I have problems sleeping in vehicles. And I think I might have slept a little bit on the plane, but it was more like getting that really close to sleep feeling. So you're really close to falling asleep, and you feel like exhausted and like you can't move, but you're not actually asleep. I feel like that's more what I did than actually sleep. So I'm really tired. So I don't actually feel very tired because here it's like 4 in the afternoon and it's bright and sunny and it's absolutely gorgeous, and so my brain doesn't want to sleep. But anyway, um, the flight there was pretty uneventful. Um, got kind of emotional as I left, gonna be honest with you guys, but it was pretty good. You know, the one to Salt Lake I did like nothing because it took no time. Now on the way to Paris, they played the Avengers, which was awesome to see again on plane. And actually, one of the most eventful things was that in the credits of the Avengers, you know, I'm sitting there going shawarma, shawarma, shawarma because I'm a total nerd. But and we hit some turbulence, like really, really bad turbulence. Like we like dropped a little bit and people screamed, and I was just sitting there like shawarma, and that was pretty much the only interesting that happened. Then they played this awesome movie after that with like Judi Dench and Maddie Smith and the lady who played Harriet Jones from Doctor Who, called the the best exotic marigold hotel for the elderly and the beautiful. And it was a fabulous movie. You guys should all go watch it. Yeah. And then Paris was kind of exciting, but I was not at a window seat, so I didn't really get to see much as we were flying in. And then it started getting hot, and I am so lucky that airport has like 5 million signs everywhere. Otherwise, I would have been so upset. You know, I always told my friends like I'm ready to burst into tears in case, you know, I am feeling really stressed out and don't know what's going on at Paris. But I was not expecting like, you know, you get off and they've got all these signs for like your next flight, and you know, if you're changing flights, and they've got all these 5 million signs. It was really nice. And there was some nice lady who pointed out to me which gate I actually had to go to because I have no idea. Because I didn't have a boarding pass, which was problematic. So I go to that gate, and there's this little area with like these kiosks, and you know, I type in my ticket number, and it gives me this thing, and it's like, you need to go to the desk because we can't figure your ticket out. And I'm like, okay, but I didn't know which desk to go to because it said the desk mentioned, but they didn't actually mention a desk. So I stood around for like 5 minutes trying to decide whether I wanted to ask the lady that was scanning boarding passes to let people go through customs or not. And then I asked the kiosk help guy, and he told me which gate to go to. And I stood there for like 5 minutes watching these two guys talk because nobody flies Air Luxembourg, because nobody goes to Luxembourg because it's puny. But when I finally did talk to them, they were really nice, and I found out that people everywhere are exactly the same. He pointed out that my name is Butterfly. Like I haven't heard that one before. Actually, it was really nice, and after that, I stopped feeling like I was about to cry because he gave me my boarding pass in like 2 seconds after looking at my passport, and he pointed out that my name at Butterfly, which was like, oh my god, people are the same everywhere. So that was actually really nice. And then, it was easy. We went through like customs and got on the plane. And actually, I found my gate and there was this like plush seating area. But instead of putting us on a plane directly, they put us on a bus. And the bus took us to this puny little Lux airplane, a Luxembourg there. And it was tiny. It was so cute. And there was like nobody on it. We only had one flight attendant. And we got apples. Speaking of apples, the food on the way over to Paris was actually pretty dang good. I had like ravioli with olives, even though I don't like olives. But I picked the olives off because I didn't want chicken. I don't know. This is turning into a long ramble. I don't have any. Anyway, my host family is super nice and super awesome, and their house is amazing. It is so cool. Like, I can tell I'm sleep deprived because I got out of the shower because I was so sweaty because I started getting hot in Paris. And then, like, all the running back and forth around the airport made me all sweaty. And then being in the heat more made me all sweaty. And I was wearing a stupid rotary blazer, so it was super hot. And, yeah, I took a shower and then I, like, wandered around just my room for, like, 20 minutes. It's a really cool house. I should get some sleep. Sorry if this is the weirdest vlog post you've ever seen. I've been up for like 24 hours straight and I'm running on nothing but my brain doesn't want to go to sleep because it's still light outside. I hate my brain sometimes. Okay, I think that I am going to stop now before I make a bigger fool out of myself. That sounds good.